Hello, my name is Krishna Sella, and I will be giving a presentation on what my personal themes are. I encourage everyone viewing this to go check out Strengths Quest. It is a book upon which you can take this assessment. I felt it was very, very, very accurate as to what my strengths are, and who knows, maybe you'll find something out that you may not have realized, but agree with it to a certain degree. First of my strengths is that I am futuristic. I am someone who loves envisioning in the future. I envision myself working in an office, being a officer in the Air Force, while working on my computer engineering degree. I want to make a difference in this world by utilizing my profession. The picture on the bottom right shows a touchable circuit board. I want to be a part of a generation that creates something jaw-dropping in this world. Not the generation filled with the selfies and whatnot. Individualization. I see things in color for the majority of the time. I see people in color, not as these black and white pictures that I could tell the obvious by. I look and see what makes a person unique, what strives them, what interests them. Because in order to live properly, live anywhere, you have to understand how people work to a certain degree. In order to work with people, you have to understand how they are as a person. In order to attain that understanding, you must see how unique they are. You must see them as individuals, not as a blank person. You must see them for who they truly are. I chose the picture on the bottom right because fingerprints are one of the very few parts of the human body that cannot be duplicated by genetics, that is. To my knowledge, there are no two people on this planet with the same fingerprints. I am a learner. I am someone who loves to learn. Ever since I was little, I would love learning about random stuff, how a table is made, or who made this book, how a book is made, how a computer is made, how paper is made, why the oceans and the weather is the way it is. I love learning about new stuff. One thing that I do not do, and I never do, and I hope to never ever do, is that I don't discriminate against knowledge. I do not discriminate against knowledge. Knowledge is power. People do not understand it, they don't realize it. They need to realize that. They may acknowledge that it's a famous phrase that everyone has said, but they do not truly understand it. I'm a relator. I love working and finding relationships within others. I love working with people and seeing different ideas. I love hearing different ideas and combining those ideas into one giant or minor project, depending on the situation. Because no matter if two people are on opposite poles or they meet somewhere in the middle, you can always make something work. The key to working with people and finding relationships is finding a balance. Finding a balance that you can relate to that person on and making it work. Next up is that I am restorative. I am restorative. meaning that I like fixing things, I like solving problems. The important thing that I always remind people is that I keep calm when a problem comes about. And I also remind people not to panic. You gain nothing from panicking. Keeping calm is key. Panicking solves nothing. Two quotes from Albert Einstein that I absolutely love is that we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used to create them, and it's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. Einstein was a true problem solver, and I felt that these quotes were inspirational as to who I am, and help explain about how I am restorative. Now, the primary one that I saw fit to use as my college strength, my primary college strength, is I am restorative. If I cannot solve the problems that come about in college or in life in general, I would not be able to move on with my life, plain and simple. You have to be able to recognize a problem and solve it as best as you can. If you just leave a problem, it's not going to go anywhere. That's why I chose restorative as my college theme. Now, for these three questions, which of your themes best describes you online? Honestly, I feel that learner describes me best as who I am. Because I love learning. I want to never stop learning, even to the day I die. I want to die knowing that I took in the best and most amount of knowledge in my lifetime. Well, which of your themes do you use most frequently? Given the situation, it could be any of them. I felt that each of these themes I use in a balanced amount, each of them. I felt that I can apply any and every single one of them to any situation because I am that comfortable with this assessment. Which of your themes surprises you the most? None of them. In all honesty, none of them. I was extremely happy with the results of this assessment that I took on the Strengths Quest. Because each of these themes are very accurate to pinpointing as who I am as a person. Restorative, relator, individualization, learner, and futuristic. They all apply to me. And honestly, I have had these qualities since I was very young. I look back at my childhood and I realized I had those qualities all along. I just never knew how to put them into words. And I hope that by you taking this test, if you choose to do so, you just might be able to find out something new about yourself.